welcome to this week's edition of NIGERIAN and You, a program where we bring to you students who are competing in the debates for the grand prize that is provided courtesy of our sponsor, Prince Engineer Yemisi Shillon, FNSC. And the program is also supported by the Nigerian Society of Engineers Abeokuta branch. Now we know that so go the engineers, so go the society. Engineers are the ones that determine how the society would look like. That is why we are training up these young people to make engineering their course of choice. And this program is sponsored by Prince Engineering, as I've said earlier on, but I have no hand in all this that will be going on. There are some set of gentlemen and lady that will be passing the verdicts on the students that will be coming on set with me very soon. And they're going to be introducing themselves. So over to the judges to introduce themselves to us.
Well, thank you for another episode of Engineering You debate competition. My name remains Engineer Dr. Abdul Musa, FNSC, from Nigeria Society of Engineers, Abeokuta branch. Thank you.
Good evening, dear students, our presenter and the producers, and other audience here present. I am Engineer Mrs. Temitope Aboyeji, a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Abeokuta branch.
I believe you enjoyed the show today, and good evening to all of you. I am Engineer Lucian of Damile Agbaje, MMSC. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right, I haven't done that. We are going to be taking a very short break. When we return, the contestants will be here on set with me. Don't go anywhere. Again, and You continues in a moment. Glad to know that you are still there. The program is Engineering and You, and we are having the inter-school debate competition. Now, on set with me are students from Navy School, Navy Secondary School, Onikolobo Abeokuta, to my left. So they will be introducing themselves. Your name?
My name is Ilu Chibuzi.
My name is Ukon House Ojuku Asian, and we are from the Nigerian Secondary School Abeokuta.
And to my right is NAWARUDEEN High School.
My name is Ogtv from NAWARUDEEN High School, Ogtv.
My name is Jokwesta from NAWARUDEEN High School, Ogtv. My name is Jokwesta from NAWARUDEEN High School, Ogtv.
Okay. Now the topic for them to discuss is: will the rise in automation lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria? It sounds interesting, right? But like I said earlier, I have no opinion on this. They will argue for or against. That will be after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Automation saves time, but human touch is timeless. In a report made in London, we are meant to know that the rise in automation will affect 28% of men and 24% of women due to the rise in automation. A report was made in January also made us know that the rise in automation will affect 38% of people, 38% of jobs in UK, 35% of jobs in Germany, 30% of jobs in US, and 21% of jobs in Japan. Let's say for them, I'm as current rights government to realize duty by meeting with Mr. Chairman. On every panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, urban coordinators, and my distinguished listeners. The personality standing before you is no other than Requester, a bona fide student from our nice Abeokuta. I'm honored to be here to participate in this intellectual debate. Each topic states, will the rise in automation lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria? I'd like to take a huge stand for the answer yes, because of the following reasons. Firstly, what is automation? Automation can be defined as the use of technology to perform specific tasks and processes without human intervention or manual control. While unemployment can be defined as a state of being without a paid job, or it can also be defined as a state of people who are willing and seeking to work, who are currently unemployed. The reason why I said the rise in automation will definitely lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria is because Firstly, job displacement. Many jobs have been displaced due to the rise in automation, due to the rise in machines. For example, a self-keyshake machine in a fast food restaurant, reducing the need for a female or male cashier. The rise in automation leads to job displacement as industry begins to adopt automation, leaving human skills and ability diminished. For example, in a manufacturing company like Dangote Company has now begun to see the use of assembly lines and packaging, and reducing the need for low-skilled laborers and leaving them without employment and income. And you know one thing, that without money you can't live life. In the banking sector, the banking sector has gone through the use of ATM, chatbots, and mobile apps, reducing the need for low-skilled laborers. And I feel like this trend continues, fewer of people will be left unemployed, especially those in blue-collar jobs. Over reliance on technology. Thank you.
Leading moderator, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. I am Adrian, and standing with me is the second speaker, Chibuzi Prosper. We are delegates of Nigerian Secondary School Abeokuta, and will be opposing the question as a topic: will the rise in automation lead to mass unemployment? But I'm here to say that the rise in automation would not lead to rise in mass unemployment, with some points that will irrefutably demonstrate that fact. Firstly, I'll try to make us familiar with some terms: automation and mass unemployment. Automation is the use of machines to replace humans in their various jobs, while unemployment is a situation whereby a person who is willing to work isn't granted a job. With these, I'll dive into my points. Automation leads to the creation of jobs. Yes, I strongly propose that automation leads to the creation of jobs. Whereas, my opponent said that automation displaces jobs. But I'm here to say that automation doesn't displace jobs, but displaces people in their certain jobs. And while doing that, it also creates many job opportunities for many other people. Take for instance, a cashier who is distributing money in a bank loses his or her job due to the introduction of the automated teller machine, which we all know as the ATM. New jobs are created, like the engineers who will manufacture the ATM, the graphic designers who will design the ATM cards, the mechanical engineers who will fix the ATMs whenever they are faulty. All these are newly created jobs due to the rise in automation. Furthermore, some automated technology are designed to help humans, not replace them. Many automated systems are designed to help human capabilities rather than replacing them completely. This makes human work easier, more productive and efficient, leading to new demands and services. Take for instance, a teacher who is to teach 4 different classes, the same topic in the same subject at different times. This causes time wastage and repetition of work. But with the help of her laptop, she can be able to teach the 4 classes together at the same time. This reduces time wastage and repetition of work. Thank you.
Stepping on the existing protocol before you go is Abdurrahman Afsal. In addition to what my sister has said earlier, automation will surely lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria, and emphasize on surely that automation will create crisis in Nigeria. Because automation has limited job opportunity in Nigeria. Let's take the agricultural sector for example, which employs 30% of the Nigerian population is beginning to see the use of drones for crop monitoring and automated irrigation system. It reduces the need for manual labor. And if this crisis increases, I can bet you, like automation will surely create crisis in Nigeria. And with this, I think if we are to adapt automation, we need to make it gradually, step by step. But if we are to do it forcefully, automation will surely create crises, and if this trend continues, millions of Nigeria, especially in blue-collar jobs, will be displaced. Also, automation leads to skill mismatch. Many workers outside there
We don't have the last necessary skills to translate into new ways created by automation. And if this trend continues, there are many graduates outside there seeking and willing for jobs, but they are currently unemployed. Are you not telling me that the right automation has not reached to mass employment in Nigeria with this? I will transfer it to my subscriber to say the meaning of it.
My co-debater said over dependence on technology. For instance, take human being for instance, not even technology. Let's talk about human being. If you rely on someone, a student of you, a mate of you, telling her when it is examination time, and told her, please help me, she did. In class work site, she did. Once you stress out, why? She will voice out, she'll be like, why? Am I the only one? Don't you have brain? Don't you have sense? That tells you that automation is not 100%. It's not 100 accurate. Tell me, if the over dependence on technology can harness automation in Nigeria, why? Why do we need to adopt automation? Why? What is the need for automation? For example, in agricultural sectors, there are employed people. For instance, I have 36 acres of land to employ people to work on my farmland. And after that, I will still be left with some change to take care of myself. Whereas, I bought an automated machine for 36 million naira, left with nothing land. What will I do to survive? My parents will say, yes, after the production of the automation, you'll be able to live fine. But before the production of the automation, what will happen to it? What will happen to yourself? Thank you.
It bothers me when I hear the rise of automation will lead to massive unemployment in our society. Because this rise in employment brought about the emotionalization of our society. And furthermore, this emotionalization brought about the industrialization and civilization of our society. Now tell me, can this be the cause of unemployment in the society? Oh, pardon my manners. Let me introduce myself. Still standing under the protocol. I am Ogtv Charlie Prosper. And I'm here to throw more light on what my chief has said. But before I continue, my opening made mention of some points which I find misleading. And these points are job displacements. Automation doesn't bring about job displacement or job efficiency. A situation whereby a teacher comes to class to teach over 100 students, we don't need to shout at the top of our voice for them to hear. All she has to do is to display the already programmed software on her tab, on the board, and automatically, in minutes and seconds, all the students already have it. Or is it in the engineering sectors, where class can be coupled in faster ways rather than it used to be during the time of code tools. And she also made mention of people who are based on skills are highly vulnerable to automation. Yes, she's not wrong. But the fact that there must be updates, like people need to upgrade for there to be development. And development is what every country needs. And this brings me to my main point, increase in productivity. Automation brings about increase in productivity, a situation whereby we all know that the main aim of a business is to minimize increase and maximize profit, thereby making high profits rather than expenses. And this is what automation does. And previously, my opening also mentioned that the of a machine she bought for about 36 million naira. Let us use our handset as an example. The iPhone 16 is currently going for 3.6 million naira. But do you also know that a handset you bought for about 6,000 naira can also make the same function as the machine, as the iPhone 16 you bought for 3.2 million naira, and same applies to that gadget you bought for 36 million naira. A lower machine that can perform the same function as that machine can be bought for a lower price. And with she also made mention of the point that a total of 49 people, people abroad will lose their job. And it's interesting to know that the American Focus shows that 90 million jobs will be created within the range of 2024 to 2030 with the use of this automation, and if automation rises at the same space. Thank you very much.
In contrary to what my opponent has said, he said automation enhances efficiency. Have you forgotten the physics theory that says automation can never be 100% efficient? And you're not telling me that automation is efficient, it enhances efficiency. When we know that automation is not 100% efficient, so why don't we just employ people because you know that people are not also efficient, and this automation that we are depending on does not also have 100% efficient. So why are we now comparing automation with women? We know that automation is not efficient, and we say we are not efficient. So why are we now displacing our workers because of automation? Also, a report by the World Bank suggests that Nigeria does not have valid insurance for workers who lose their job due to automation. Are you not telling me that the rise in automation will not lead to crisis in Nigeria when Nigeria does not have a comprehensive, valid insurance for workers who lose their job due to automation? Also, a report by the World Economic Forum suggests that automation will displace 75 million of jobs by the end of 2027. And you're not telling me that this is not lead to a crisis by the end of this year, even before we even emerge to 2027. Here we are currently, there are many graduates outside there seeking and winning for jobs, and they are currently unemployed. And you're telling me that automation will create new job opportunity. But now that we are here without automation, we are still without jobs, and you're telling me that when we are down to automation, we will have a lot of jobs, and it can never happen. I stand on it that the rise in automation will surely lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria. Thank you. All protocols will be observed. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I'm here to counter some of my opponent's points. She said that automation brings about crisis, but automation does not bring about crisis, but brings about job efficiency. And she also said that we said automation can be 100%. We never said that automation can be 100%. What is that it brings about job efficiency? We don't know if that job efficiency will be 100% or less. So diving into my main point, automation brings about the upgrading of skills. In the sense that as certain jobs declines, a worker can be retrained for the newly emerging jobs due to automation. In the sense that, take for instance, a cleaner loses their job due to the introduction of a vacuum cleaner. This cleaner can move into the software programming of that vacuum cleaner. Therefore, retraining her skills and moving into the line of the AI world. And now she'll be creating like more vacuum cleaners. She has gotten a job for herself, even if she has been unemployed, in the past. Ultimately, automation also brings about economic expansion. Historically, technological advancement have led to overall economic growth and improved living standards. Take for instance, the agricultural and industrial revolutions, like the transition from agriculture to manufacturing goods. Yes, the farmers might lose in the sense that people might not want to buy from them, but prefer to buy from the manufacturing industries. But yet, new jobs are created. Like the engineers who will manufacture the machines, the people who will repair the machines whenever they are faulty, and so on. So I'm here to say that automation does not bring about mass unemployment, but yet supports human labor. Thank you.
Automation is potential for us. My opponent said it creates more jobs. No, but it ends at hazard. It's dangerous. For example, a report was made in the US that in a cattle processor companies, a whole of human being was processed along with cattle. Are you telling me that the human being comes from outside? No, it's one of their workers. It processed a whole human being along with the cattle. Tell me, before the detection of that it will have gone. It is also potential for us. Those who lost their lives due to automation, those who lost their jobs due to automation. For example, a person who lost his leg due to bread weaving machine, and after that he was treated and he was told that you cannot further work with us because your limbs are lost. He lost in two ways. He lost his jobs. Why he lost his limbs? What do you expect the person to do? I would like to ask my honorable judge one question. Why have you visited a library? Because you know that you have other sorts of search engine like Google, Chrome. Even artificial intelligence was not invested. Tell me, with this point of mine, I have been able to make you understand. And I'm sure I've been able to convince you that the rise in automation will lead to mass unemployment in Nigeria. Because if you take Nigeria to China, It's not comparable. Nigeria is an underdeveloped country, while China is developed with an advanced technology. Thank you.
Government said earlier, can you compare, she said that the errors of machines are hazardous. Can you compare the errors of machines with that of humans? The second one earlier said that if automation isn't efficient, if automation isn't efficient and humans are also that means humans are also prone to errors. Sorry, you shot yourself by the leg. Because, yes, because the rate at which automation makes mistakes cannot be compared to that of humans. Humans make unexpectedly mistakes. Machines have already imputed programs. I think they must function and adhere to. The only fault at which machines make is if the program were not properly inserted into. And also, new job opportunities are formed due to automation. Yes, without the use of automation, some jobs won't be existent. For example, there won't be pilots if there are no aeroplanes. There won't be captains, there won't be sailors if there are no ships. So the rise of automation brought new job opportunities. And I will pass it over to I will pass the ball rolling to my second speaker to elaborate more.
When we say the word automation, it doesn't bring about job losses. In fact, history shows that while technology replaces some people in their jobs, it also brings many job opportunities for many other people. I would love to say this: the people who are affected in the rise of automation in the sense of mass unemployment are the old people who are close to retirement and don't have the strength to retrain themselves for the newly emerging jobs due to automation, and the people who have refused to move into the line of the AI world. I hope that my project points have been able to assert convincingly to you that the rise in automation will not bring about mass unemployment. Thank you.
Okay, that is the back and forth between the school, maybe secondary school, and NAWARUDEEN High School, Ishabo, Abeokuta. You heard for, you heard against, your opinion matters, but also the opinion of the judges is what matters at the moment. So we go over to the judges to let us know what their thought is concerning this competition.
Audience will agree with me that today's debate is really an interesting one. Kudos to the Navy secondary school boys and NAWARUDEEN High School girls. The rise of automation definitely has the potential to disrupt the labor market globally and even in our country, Nigeria. But the impact on unemployment depends on several factors. Actually, repetitive jobs are more at risk. However, automation will also help to create new types of jobs, as educators have rightly said. And these jobs include more technical jobs, machine and maintenance, and sectors supporting digital infrastructure. However, this cannot happen overnight in Nigeria, and as it happens, it will reshape the job market. With me here are my co-judges, and I'll hand over to my colleague to tell us the points that we have for the two schools. Thank you.
Okay, it's a beautiful section, and we know we are enjoying it as well at this wonderful learning session. So at the end of the session, maybe secondary school are at 36.67 points for their technical content. Then for NAWARUDEEN High School, for their technical content, they have a total point of 31.67. For the Rebuttal, maybe secondary school has a total point of 20. NAWARUDEEN Secondary School has a total point of 18.33. For the use of English, Navy Secondary School has a total point of 39. While NAWARUDEEN Secondary School, High School has a total point of 38. So for the summation of the total points allotted, Navy Secondary School has a total points of 95.67. While NAWARUDEEN High School has a total point of 88.
In view of this presentation, I want to congratulate the winner. This is Navy Secondary School with 95.67 points.
All right, you can agree with me that this was a massive display of the A games of the schools, but one person has to move to the next stage of the competition. And according to the judges, Navy Secondary School is going to do that. But on this show, it's a sportsmanship show. It's a show where nobody wins, nobody loses, everybody is working together. And to show that, the two schools will move across and congratulate each other because everyone is a winner on this show. Please do that. Congratulate yourselves. All right, that is the size of Engineering and You this week. You agree with me that it has been very interesting since, and the competition has not ended. It continues next week. Until next week, my name is Tunde Olaniran. I want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Prince Engineer MC Shillon, FNSC, and to the Nigerian Set of Engineers, Abeokuta branch, for making this possible. Until next week, bye-bye.
Thank you.